I'd like to welcome Lee Turner from Amalgamated Dairies Limited in Prince Edward Island. Lee, welcome, and maybe tell us a little bit about ADL and some of the great things that you're doing there.
Oh, thanks, Peter. ADL is a producer-owned cooperative over in Prince Edward Island, making on-farm milk for our processing plants. And we do everything from table milk to cheese, butter, ice cream, and evaporated milk, all in Prince Edward Island.
Great, great. And why don't you tell us a bit about the Dairy Isle line of products that you have?
Oh, sure. Back in 2015, we identified that a lot of other processing was leaving the Atlantic region, and we wanted to make sure that Atlantic Canadians had access to a locally produced premium quality line of dairy products. And so we launched the Dairy Isle cheese brand late in 2015. And since then, we've added grated cheese and evaporated milk and now butter to the lineup.
Great, great. And so some of the work that we did together was helping get ready for some of those presentations with your retail customers. So maybe you could share some of the insights into that project we did.
Well, sure. I mean, we were using PowerPoint and face-to-face meetings to conduct these. And we were pretty sure we knew what the right things to say were. And thankfully, we had the opportunity to work with you as a consultant. And what we found was that the story that we felt they wanted to hear was, on your advice, was not at all what they wanted to hear. So it's a good thing we didn't go down the road we would have gone down, because we probably would not have got the listings that we've had successfully achieved. So you helped us not only design the presentation, but then I think maybe my favorite part of the process was when you sat on the other side of the table and played the role of the category manager, and I had to come in and make the pitch to you with the presentation that I had.
Right.
And it took a couple of tries to get it right.
And I was going to ask you about one of the things which we worked on together was building the plan as well for how you were going to sell Dairy Isle. And did you feel the retailers received that warmly and that was something that made a difference for you?
Yeah, I think actually it made a huge difference. We, especially here in Atlantic Canada, I won't say that the national retailers have a tight grasp on what's happening here in the stores. Mm-hmm. So when we were able to go in and say, your current planogram is very national brand focused. Your current planogram does not have some of the niche opportunities like 100% Canadian milk or the Blue Cow logo. The fact that we could provide empirical evidence that we've been in their stores and we've documented their assortment really made a difference, and it made it very obvious that there was an opening for our products.
Great, great. So by sharing that with them and really leading them to that conclusion that you wanted them to get to made a difference then.
Well, absolutely right. And one of the things you helped us with, Peter, is I wouldn't say they're traps, but we built some catches into the presentations so that no matter what they said in response to the next question, whether it was yes or no, it still led to the next part of the presentation anyway. Right. And, in the old days, we would have walked in and grabbed a knife and started cutting up our cheese and trying, here, taste this, stick it in your mouth and eat it. But instead, we really saved that tasting piece until the very, very end and talked economics in the beginning.
Great.
And, that's what your training taught us to do.
Great, great. Well, I really appreciate you being here today and sharing some of the story, and wish you all the best with that great cheese, and we will watch as the brand continues to grow.
Well, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a chart there shows you the growth year to date over the last 3 years.
Oh, you got to tilt it a little bit more down. It's a little bit hard to read there, but there we go.
How's that? Look at that sales growth. So
that's a line we like to see.
Your other clients can achieve success like that.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Lee.
Thanks, Peter.